Well, welcome, boys and girls. It is Tuesday, December 15th. Again, this is more of a review than anything, just kind of asking you questions a little bit different way. I'd like you to do the 2 pages, then come back, or pause it, come back, and then do the 2 pages and then we'll correct it together. All right? So go ahead and pause it, and then come right back. Okay, here we go. So, today, it says, if you remember when we talked about exponent before, that was the base, that was the exponent. Collectively, they call the whole thing an exponent. But the important thing to know is there's 2 zeros. If it says 2, there's 2 zeros there. It's basically 10 times 10, right? So it says break 10 squared into the product of 10s, which would be 10 times 10 is 100, 100 times that, and then it moves twice. Okay, and then again, same as yesterday, the decimal moves one place to the right for every factor of 10, or basically every time you see a 0. Okay, so if there's 2 zeros, it's going to move over 1, 2 places. So here we go, write the missing power of 10 in exponential form. I try and figure out what it is first. So if I had to move, it looks like it moved. Here, I'll do it in red so it stands out more. So like here, I'll go, oh, it moved over once to get to the 0.4. That means it had to be multiplied by 10. Or if we'll write an exponential form, you'd say, oh, put 110 down. Let's see, how about the other one? 0.004 times something equals 4. Well, in order for that to happen, it had to go 1, 2, 3 places. So that would be 10 to the third power. See how nice power of 10 is? Okay, then over here, something times 6 thousandths equals 6. Well, I knew that it had to. They're just putting the 10 in a different place. You know, remember, it doesn't matter multiplication. So it's going over, let's do it red again. So I'm going to go over 1, 2 places, and that would be 10 squared, or 100. Okay? Over here again, something times 6 thousandths equals 6. So I'm going to go, let's see, 1. Oh, here I'll do red again so it stands out. You'd go 1, 2, 3. So that would be 10 to the third power. C, 7 thousandths times something equals 7. Well, again, same thing. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That means it has to be, because remember, this is really like this. That's what it really means, 7 and nothing, or 0 tenths. So you would go times 100. Oh, excuse me, 10 to the 1, 2, 3. I meant 1,000, and it should be 10 cubed. Okay. Next one, 7 hundredths times what equals 7? Well, here we go again. How many places I'm going to move it? 1, 2. That means I'm going to have to do 10 squared, which would equal 100. Okay, complete the equations. Let's move this up just a little bit more. Complete the equations to find each product. Okay, here, I'm still moving this around. All right, so 8 times 100 equals 8 times 10 squared. So really what they're saying is, what's 8 times 100? Oh, it just equals 800. How about this one? 8 times 1,000 equals 8 times, 1,000 would be 10 cubed, equals 8 times 1,000 is 8,000. Okay, C, it says 2 times what equals, let's see, 2 times what equals 2 times 10 to the first power? Oh, well, I just say 2 times 10. And then 2 times 10 squared equals, well, what's 2 times 10? It's just 20. And here you go again. Let's see. 0 and 2 tenths times 100 equals 0 and 2 tenths times, they're just asking for the exponential form, which would be 10 squared, equals 2. Complete the equations. Here, let me move it up a little bit again. Complete the equation. 300ths times 1,000 equals 1, 2, 3 equals 30. If it helps you to write this off to the side and do this, you know, go like this. Once you know what direction it's going, just throw a couple zeros in there. Maybe this makes it easier for you to go, oh, 1,000. 1, 2, 3. Then you know it goes right there, 30.0. 1.8 times 100, well, it's just going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go over 2 places. 1, 2. And that would equal 18 or 18.0. Doing okay so far? Page over. Okay, so it says use the place value chart to show dividing by 9, dividing, got to pay attention to that, powers of 10, complete each row with the quotient shown to the right of the row. First of all, I just want to find the answers. If it's 9 divided by 10, then let's see. If it's 9 divided by 10, then it's just going to go one place over. So that would be 0.9. And 9 divided by 10, hey, notice how it's moving over one place, 2 places, 3 places? I could just do this, right? Did you guys spot that? And it would look like that. So notice here, this is really 10 to the first power. Normally, by the way, when you see 10, 9 divided by this, even it might be shown as 10 or 10 to the first power. You know it's the same thing. It just says put 110 down. Okay, match each expression with its quotient. I like to just figure out the answers. If it's divided by 10, I know that it's going this way, every power 10. That means it'd be 0.52. Oh, there it is. Well, they didn't say how to match it, so I'll just go like this, I guess. 520 divided by 2, well, that means it would do this. Remember the decimal points always to the right of a whole number? So you'd go 1, 2, and that would be 5.2. Or correctly stated, 5 2/10. Then we have 52 divided by 10 to the third. Okay, I'm going to put a 0 up here and just show you that it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 0.52. Or, excuse me, 0.052 would be this one right here. Okay. And then D, 5,200 divided by 10, basically, right? So there's a first there. So if it's divided on a whole number, it's always considered to be to the right of that. So what it's going to do is just going to move over one place. So you should have 520. So it would be right over here. Okay, hope you're doing okay. Next, it says, how is the way the decimal point moves when you divide a number by a power of 10 the same as when you multiply by a power of 10? How is it different? There's a lot of things you could write, huh? Let's see. Oh. Let's say because, there's 2 parts here, right? For the first one, I'll say because, I know I'm not supposed to start a sentence like that, because in either case, you move it right or left one place for every 0. Or power of 10, however you want to look at it. How's it different? I don't know. Let's see. Multiply. Seems like they're asking us the same thing over and over. Multiply equals move to right. Division. Ooh. Division. Move to left. By move, I'm talking about decimal, right? Maybe I should have write that. I'll write decimal so you remember. I guess I should have written that in there. Okay, is multiplying 10 by the third the same thing as multiplying 10 factors of 3? Yes. 10 to the third equals 1,000. 10 factors of 3. Oh, you know what? I misinterpreted that question. I'm going to say no, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Ugh, it's late. Sorry, boys and girls. No. Here's why. 10 to the third equals 1,000. And then by multiplying, same as multiplying by 10 by factors of 3. I think what they're meaning, multiplying by, and I think what they're saying is this, but I'm not sure. 10 factors of 3. Oh, they're going like this. Duh. What they're saying is 3 to the 10th power. And what does that equal? I'm not going to do the multiplication. Now I get it. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A completely different number. I'd get my calculator out, but I'm too lazy. So there you go. No, and here's my evidence. 10 to the third equals 1,000. 3 to the 10th power. Okay, I shouldn't be lazy. Let's try it. 3 times 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 3 equals, ooh, that's a big number, equals 59,049. So definitely not the same. Okay, well, hey, that's it again. So hope you did well, and if you have any problems, go ahead and come into my office hour at 10:45. I'm there every day. Thanks, guys.